The trade deadline was full of interesting moves by a lot of teams, but the one that caught my eye the most was the fire sale in Orlando that sent Aaron Gordon along with Gary Clark to Denver in exchange for Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, and a 2025 top 5 protected first-round pick. The Nuggets had already turned their season around, and an infusion of more talent could quite possibly get them to the NBA Finals. The first thing we need to check in on is how well Gordon and Jokic will vibe together on the court, and we quickly got some evidence. You'll see Gordon start in the corner a lot out of their offense, and in this high post split, Gordon has the option of coming off Jokic for the handoff or cutting back door if Jamal Murray flips into a slice screen. For Jokic, this is easy pickings, and Gordon gets the dunk. Again, Gordon starts in that right corner as they work the two-man game to get the ball to Jokic in the mid-post area. Gordon should excel at cutting off the weak side since Jokic is so good and so willing to make this pass, opening up a little 12-footer in the lane. More chemistry building on this possession as you can see Jokic setting the flare screen for Gordon to get a wide-open corner look. The most lethal attack the Nuggets can run with Gordon is when he screens for Jokic as the ball handler. Notice how Porter Jr. is setting a pin down for Barton that occupies all the help defense, and Jokic can drop the pass over smaller defenders. If Gordon gets the ball here, it's over, folks.
Man, his IQ is just through the roof, and it's something that we can build upon, and everybody on the team is making the right play and sharing the ball, and it just makes the game easy.
While Gordon didn't take many threes from the corner in Orlando, expect this number to go up. He even got a couple of corner threes in transition, despite the Nuggets being one of the slowest paced teams in the NBA and 20th ranked in transition frequency. Another action out of the Nuggets offense that should fit well with Gordon is the back screen into handoff. This one will get ironed out as time goes by, but it still generates an open 20-footer that he nails early in the game. While Gordon never scored at a high clip, he is a capable spot-up playmaker that can create for himself off the dribble, and if he gets near the rim, he traditionally has been in the upper tier of finishers in terms of field goal percentage. Jokic's incredible passing has always encouraged more cutting, but it also inspires better passing, like this cut by Gordon that leads to a beauty of a hook pass to the weak side corner and a good look for Michael Porter Jr. If this part of Gordon's game gets unlocked on the Nuggets, they're already ranked 3rd in offensive rating. It could conceivably go even higher. Inserting Gordon into the starting lineup brings Paul Millsap off the bench, which is a much better fit for him at this stage in his career. And by trading away Gary Harris, they can finally get a much more stable lineup with players they can rely on to stay healthy, something Harris simply cannot do at this point in his career. In contrast, Aaron Gordon has been pretty durable throughout his career, and I suspect it has something to do with him being able to be a good ball handler. And that's where Manscaped comes in. They allow you to take care of those nagging defenders with supreme ball handling ability. Their Lawnmower 3.0 is waterproof and cordless with a ceramic blade and skin-safe technology to reduce nicks and cuts. The perfect defense for the zone of odor are their crop mops. Cooling aloe vera adds to the relief and makes sure your balls are bouncing in the right direction. Manscaped is also partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society to spread awareness for men's health and early cancer detection, so check those balls. Get 20% off and free international shipping by clicking on my very own webpage in the description below, and you'll be helping to fight cancer as well as keeping the balls from rolling around the rim. Speaking of which, let's look at Aaron Gordon's defense, since the Nuggets currently are ranked 19th in defensive rating and could use a boost in this department. In the post, he's very mobile but also powerful, so don't expect too many players to be able to back him down to the paint for easy shots. But he also has really good lateral quickness that enables him to handle guards on the perimeter if need be, and the Nuggets will welcome as many switches with him in the pick and roll as possible. However, you can see here that he's got a bit of a closeout issue. Reaching in from one pass away while guarding Trae Young is a mistake, but he gets away with it here. He's not shy about putting pressure on the ball when it's on the wing, which I like, and his big body presents a big obstacle for players shorter than him. Again, he struggles with closeouts and has been getting beat on them often in his young stint on the Nuggets, which puts more pressure on Jokic to have to defend the rim. What I like is that he can defend all 5 positions and be a harassing force. Despite his closeout issues, he's quick enough to recover. One thing I noticed from this game is that he doesn't anticipate the closeout very well, often a step or two behind the play, and forced to play catch-up, leading to open shots that aren't contested with a hand-up, which could burn them against the really good teams in the playoffs. Of course, all roads to a title still lead through Los Angeles and LeBron, and a big component to bringing in Gordon is how well he can defend James. I went through a few years of clips to see how that has worked, and here's what I found. Bear in mind, no one can really guard LeBron, but what you do need is someone who's got enough size to match his, and Aaron Gordon certainly fits that bill. And there is some evidence that when he gets into a good defensive stance and position, LeBron is more willing to disengage and shoot the jump shot versus trying to take it to the basket. And if you're a team that really wants to guard LeBron with one defender and not get pulled out of position with double teams, then Gordon fits that bill perfectly. I suspect the Nuggets will leave him on an island and hope that LeBron will be lured into shooting jumpers from distance, and then hope he misses those. There are plenty of examples of Gordon getting beat, particularly when he needs to close out to LeBron on the perimeter, which is the same issue I pointed out earlier. But as LeBron gets older and closer to the end of his playing days, the 25-year-old legs of Gordon might be enough to bother him on finishes at the rim in a playoff series. This matchup will certainly be a key for the Nuggets advancing in the playoffs, so long as the Lakers get healthy enough to defend their title this season. With better production in the starting lineup from the power forward position compared to last year, the Nuggets could get out to better starts, bigger leads, and not have to dig themselves out of so many holes like they did in the playoffs in 2020, draining them until they had nothing left against those same Lakers. So keep your eye on how Gordon attacks in their offense, prevents points in their defense, and makes them a favorite to get to the finals. As we get towards the end of the season and the playoffs, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications to get the latest breakdowns on the NBA. Plus, I've got a YouTube membership with tons of extra content you won't want to miss. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and throw a comment down below. Plus, don't forget about your Manscaped discount. After all, at B-Ball Breakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?